This is real firepower! You're ready for
the world.
This is real firepower! See, I'm fucking helpful. This. Oh my goodness. I'm just dying. Who needs a power up? That is much better. Team play. That's me.
When I awaken,
There's still a chance to stop them.
You're welcome.
I was worried.
I'm just dying. You're welcome.
I am ready to put on a show.
Rise, my friends!
some assistance.
You're welcome.
Cosmic might return.
Oh, someone scratch my back.
Stop them in their tracks.
Those guys are about to I'll patch you up. My good deed for the day.
By the eye
This is real firepower!
protected Asgard.
Stop them. They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Team player, that's me. More backup. Just what we need.
I like it.
One scratch on my back. That is much better.
Better stop that vehicle.
Who needs a power up? This is a nice spot. I'll patch you up. Rise, my friend!
Now or never. Stop them.
Ready for rest.
I am ready to put on a show.
The Rocket Street Circus. You're welcome. This is real firepower! I'm extra lethal.
Don't give.
You're ready for rest.
Powering up.
Some assistance, please. Someone scratch my back. You're welcome. the Amazing Spider-Man!
That really helped.
My good deed for the day. You're ready for action.
Only 60 seconds left.
Dying.
Or that.
You're welcome. See, I'm fucking helpful. You're welcome.
Don't get that vehicle to its destination.
Team play. That's me. Oh, that's the stuff. I'll patch you up. What kind of person makes a mess of explosive spiders? Oh, nice view from up here. You're welcome.
The maelstrom has
It's spider time!
This is real firepower! Team play, that's me. I'll patch you up.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Well, you got one. You're welcome. Hip in my step. This is a nice spot. Hey!
Thank you to these lovely people who commented on my last video. Any and all feedback is greatly appreciated on this channel. If you played Rocket before, putting down his ultimate gives a 40% damage boost to your teammates, and that includes damage boosting their ultimate as well. Which is why it's important to do that for certain characters like Punisher, Moon Knight, and so on. But I thought about this. I thought to myself, wait a minute, the damage boost also applies to Rocket himself. Rocket's already really good at taking down tanks, or draining their health anyways with his left click, especially with headshots. I wonder how much faster and easier it will be to take down enemy tank players if I use the damage boost instead of just holding right click and letting my teammates deal all that damage for me. If I help contribute dealing damage during my ult while being damage boosted, how much more could we get done? There's not really much more advice I could give to other players. Oh, but here it is. This is when I started using this strategy. I place my ult down. Actually, let me slow this down. Not that slow.
This is real firepower!
Did you see how fast I was shooting down that Venom on the enemy team? That's incredibly fast. And I don't know if he didn't... Wait, let me check. Probably didn't have his E up. And if you don't know, one of Venom's abilities is he just gets bonus health based on how much health he's missing when he activates that ability. And for the most part, the lower health he is, the more bonus health he gets, to the point where he can get basically a second health bar. That's how much bonus health he can get. So he's pretty much full health. Yep.
This is real.
Did you see how fast he was dying? Now, granted, I had my thing in Psylocke shooting, attacking him as well, but the majority of that damage came from me, from the Rocket player being damage boosted. Look at this. Yes, he did have E up too. He was bursted down so fast he couldn't even use his E. Or rather, he didn't expect to be gunned down that fast. Look at this. I literally just stood right in front of him. And so did Psylocke here too. But man, the majority of that damage came from Rocket, and I was right. Yeah, 800 health, and he just got mowed down like he was at 250. This is a new strategy that I think more Rocket players should be using. His ultimate is a lot better than most people think. They don't understand how good this ult is. People always complain when they have a Rocket on their team. And granted, there's not a whole lot of good ones, but because I played a lot of enemy Rockets and they never seem to understand how this character should be played to its fullest potential. But nonetheless though, yeah, that's the new strategy I was using at this high elo. Just use the damage boost and help your teammates mow down the enemy tanks, and you make it that much easier. But I did learn something during these quick matches, or rather I tested something out in my quick matches, and for the most part though, I wanted to see if I could show it off in one of these matches. Yeah, 13 kills, 2 final hits, about 7,000 damage, and so on. You can still achieve quite a lot of healing, because I'm only doing 3,000 less healing against this enemy Rocket player. And yeah, I'm still doing 1,000 more damage. The same number of deaths, but achieving one more kill and more assists. But this was a draw. I think this was the match where I first started using this strategy.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
And what's the strategy exactly? Well, let me go ahead and explain it right now. So, people know if you played Rocket before, putting down his ultimate gives a 40% damage boost to your teammates, and that includes damage boosting their ultimates as well. Which is why it's important to do that for certain characters like Punisher, Moon Knight, and so on. But I thought about this. I thought to myself, wait a minute, the damage boost also applies to Rocket himself. Rocket's already really good at taking down tanks, or draining their health anyways, with his left click, especially with headshots. I wonder how much faster and easier it'll be to take down enemy tank players if I use the damage boost instead of just holding right click and letting my teammates deal all that damage for me. If I help contribute dealing damage during my ult while being damage boosted, how much more could we get done? So I want to test that theory. I don't know if I started doing it in this match, but I'm pretty sure I was.
4, 3, 2, you have to stop them from securing the mission area.
I'll patch you up. Team play. That's me.
By the way, the higher elo you go, you will be facing against better Spider-Man and Black Panther players. So normally when I was in silver and gold elo, I kind of just rolled my eyes when I saw a Spider-Man player on the enemy team. I thought that they were just going to be useless, and most of the time they were. But getting into higher plat 2, plat 1, you start to see these Spider-Man mains that actually know what they're doing, and it gets really, really oppressive. Weird. Now when I hit space, it's not turning off the desktop audio in OBS. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, want to explain this real quick. So I did this in that first match I was showcasing. I saw a Squirrel Girl using her ult. Trying to show it. Where is it? Okay, there it is. So I already have my BRB down. I had a feeling that Squirrel Girl was going to use her ult. And of course her ult, if the BRB is on the ground, it's just gonna get destroyed. So when I retracted it, that unfortunately leads to my Cloak and Dagger dying. And yeah, we get collapsed on. Unfortunate.
Rockets launching again.
Watch me soar!
So the usual happens. Let me speed this up.
This is a nice spot.
There's not really much more advice I could give to other players. Oh, but here it is. This is when I started using this strategy. Place my ult down. Actually, let me slow this down. Not that slow.
This is real firepower.
Did you see how fast I was shooting down that Venom on the enemy team? That's incredibly fast. And I don't know if he didn't... Wait, let me check. Probably didn't have his E up. And if you don't know, one of Venom's abilities is he just gets bonus health based on how much health he's missing when he activates that ability. And for the most part, the lower health he is, the more bonus health he gets, to the point where he can get basically a second health bar. That's how much bonus health he can get. So he's pretty much full health. Yep.
This is real.
Did you see how fast he was dying? Now granted, I had my thing in Psylocke shooting, you know, attacking him as well, but the majority of that damage came from me, from the Rocket player being damage boosted. Look at this. Yes, he did have E up too. He was bursted down so fast he couldn't even use his E. Or rather, he didn't expect to be gunned down that fast. Look at this. I literally just stood right in front of him. And so did Psylocke here too. But man, the majority of that damage came from Rocket, and I was right. Yeah, 800 health, and he just got mowed down like he was at 250. This is a new strategy that I think more Rocket players should be using. His ultimate is a lot better than most people think. They don't understand how good this ult is. People always complain when they have a Rocket on their team. And granted, there's not a whole lot of good ones, but because I played a lot of enemy Rockets and they never seem to understand how this character should be played to its fullest potential. But nonetheless though, yeah, that's the new strategy I was using at this high elo. Just use the damage boost and help your teammates mow down the enemy tanks, and you make it that much easier. And I think I go for the enemy Penny Parker as well. At least I try to. No, never mind. Trying to keep everyone alive.
I am strengthened for battle.
A lot of chaos going on right now. Oh, that's another thing too. When you get into high elo like this, it's very important to attack the same enemy players that your teammates are attacking. That Venom we took down earlier died incredibly quickly, not just because of damage boosted Rocket mowing them down, but also my Psylocke and Thing players were also attacking him at the same time I was. So it's just really important to be taking down enemy players one at a time, and you need to be on the same page. It's a lot easier to notice that kind of thing when there's only 1 or 2 enemy players left on the point, but you need to be doing this throughout the entire fight. See, right there. That acorn finished him off after I mowed him down. Although you probably didn't expect the Rocket player to be trying to fight him. That's hilarious too. What you're gonna learn when you learn to be more aggressive and attack enemy players with Rocket is that people don't look down. They're too busy shooting at these other taller characters that they don't bother to look down right next to them or right in front of them and notice the Rocket shooting at them point blank range, especially towards the head as a tank. But let me go into, yeah, the enemy Penny Parkers. Point of view. So she was done. Okay, so she was CC'd. She couldn't really do anything anyways to me. We didn't want to. But there's a good YouTuber named Justin, capital JSTN. He makes a lot of videos where he showcases examples of just moving along next to enemy players or sneaking up right behind enemy players as Rocket and just mowing them down. And a lot of times enemy players just don't do anything because they either don't get the habit of turning around looking behind them, or they just have tunnel vision trying to fight the other players on Rocket's team. But anyways, yeah, Rocket's not the kind of character you want to be passive on,
The amazing Spider-Man!
especially when to get into higher elo. So I was about 1 health, but I'm chilling. And the reason why, okay, so let me explain something else. Other YouTubers have said this before, but I'll say it here. Once you've captured a point, for example, we got the Spider Zero moving and such, it's okay to die here, right? If the enemy team pokes you out, like I nearly got poked out by the enemy Squirrel Girl. It's okay to die then and there because even with the 12-second respawn time, my teammates are not going to be that much further away from the spawn point, the new spawn point, so that I can just catch up to them. Especially as Rocket, it doesn't take that long to catch up to your teammates.
You're ready for action!
Ooh, I touch a feeling.
I have not seen so many
Watch
spiders.
me soar! Better stop that vehicle!
See, I changed my mind. Saw that. I was about to place my hold down, but I changed my mind because, oops.
Watch me soar!
All the enemy players are all the way over here. I don't see any enemy players here, right? All the enemy players are around this other corner because Psylocke is basically using her ult and scaring them away. So what's the point of pulling my amplifier down right here if my teammates can't even make use of it? So if you struggle to not waste your ult just because it just comes up, just be a little more patient.
This This is real.
See, now that we got line of sight, and we're rounding a corner, and we're engaging the enemy team, then we can start using ult. Get a lot more value out of it. And what's funny is that I think my Squirrel Girl teammate used her ult immediately after I put down the amplifier, which is why the enemy team got really scared. Never mind. That was enemy Squirrel Girl. Never mind. But look at this. Look at how much damage I'm doing to the Venom. The enemy Venom player. Look at this. Put the amplifier down. I'm damage boosted. Yeah, he's getting jumped by both of our tank players, but man, even with all that bonus health, he's getting shredded. Down to 1 health. If you played tank roles, you know for a fact that range and thing don't put that much damage to an 800 health, especially bonus health, Venom player that fast. That doesn't happen. Even if you're doing your combo with Doctor Strange and cycling your left and right clicks perfectly, but thing, that doesn't, you don't deal with that much damage to someone like that character. So I was about to dash into this corridor to avoid the acorns, but it wasn't fast enough. All good though. We create so much space that by the time I get back, it's not going to matter that much. Keep in mind too that this match ended in a draw, so me experimenting with the strategy just confirmed my thoughts about it. I nearly ended up dying because of the enemy Spider-Man player, but we're good.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
It gets really hard to heal everyone as Rocket when everyone's scattered like they were earlier.
You're welcome.
But you do what you can because in higher elo, you're going to be seeing that a lot. Players aren't going to just group up all the time in a nice little neat row like they do in silver and gold. That's not going to happen. Also, I got really mad at myself for being stupid enough to be on ground level. Yeah, Penny mines. The enemy Penny was placing her mines right here, and I ended up dying with them. Back.
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
Pay up.
The higher elo you go, the more punishing it is when you die, because I forgot what the correct term is for it, but essentially you waste a lot of time when you're dead, right? I don't mean that you're sitting in spawn. I mean when you're when you're respawning, you're not healing your teammates, which means you're not building up your charge for your ultimate. You're also not placing down BRBs for your teammates to use as well, and so on and so forth. So that's why it's very important not to die as much as possible. Higher elo you go, you do get punished for it. And not just that though, these higher elo players are smart enough to go all the way toward the enemy player's respawn point and just keep spawn camping the entire team, enemy team.
This is real firepower. This is real firepower. Ready for action.
Good medicine. Judge,
Pushing him back.
jury, executioner.
It's party time!
Yep, help contributed, taking down the enemy Rocket.
Us against the world!
Got so little health that he had to go back. You saw how fast I was taking down that enemy Punisher's turret by myself? Look at this. I mean, granted, I got nearly half health while he was still placing it down, but that's what I'm saying. Like, do not underestimate Rocket's left click value. The value of shooting down
Just a little pleasure.
anything and everything with Rocket.
You're ready
Just use that left click a lot more. Don't be afraid to do that.
This is a nice spot.
Oh, and don't do what I'm about to do here.
That is not that vehicle.
Yeah, this is not a good spot whatsoever to be in, because enemy players can easily see you right up here, and essentially, unless you're hugging this right edge of this doorway, there's no real way you can avoid getting shot down. Yep. I normally don't take that route, and I really regretted it right then and there. So, word of advice, just don't do that.
Oh, look at that poor bushy tail. Only
I'm just waiting for my
60 seconds
teammates. Please don't stack her when you get higher elo. It's really easy to. I don't know why it is, but the higher elo you go, for some reason, players tend to tilt more, and you'll see that happen a lot more often.
I'll patch you up.
Where players just stagger a lot. I don't know why, and I have to constantly ping my teammates to just group up.
My good deed.
I don't remember if we take this or not. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it was a good port of play, and Strange got a good ult off. We start cleaning up.
Real firepower.
Wait, hold on. Why were they all grouping behind the drum? I know they just got out of spawn, but still.
Final 10 seconds. The current score
Okay.
is 0,
Weird.
2, 3.
I'm pretty sure they could have jumped onto point, especially the enemy thing, but whatever.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's speed this up.
All you need to do is
Not really
capture
much
this
happens
area.
here.
Got it?
We do get jumped pretty badly.
With the time-fixing thing legit. Maybe
Or at least I think so.
Come the bad guys.
For sure we lost this pretty fast.
I'll patch you up. You're ready for action.
Maximizing line of sight. Since Rocket is so short, by the way, this is something I learned when I was starting to play tank in my alt account. If you just hug the payload and just peek around it, you can get a lot of damage off a lot more safely by doing that. Again, Rocket's so short that essentially you don't have to worry about having your head poking over the payload. So essentially they can't get headshots on you easily while standing behind it.
You're ready for action. Keyholes break real nice. My good deed for the day.
I am strengthened for battle.
Okay, I guess I was wrong. I thought for sure that we got collapsed on pretty quickly, but it does happen though eventually.
Real firepower.
Whenever you have your healing teammate or your Stretch's teammates like Oak and Dagger, Luna Snow, Mantis, or even Loki, if he's able to copy a ultimate from any of those three mentioned earlier. Basically, if a defensive ult is being used, like Invisible Woman's too, you as the Rocket player need to stop healing or right clicking and need to start left clicking immediately. And it's especially important to drop down your amplifier then and there, because a defensive ult plus Rocket's amplifier means that your team essentially deals a lot more damage and doesn't have to worry about dying to do so. So they don't even, so the Strange doesn't even have to put up a shield anymore either. He can just focus on doing his left click melee combo. And the same goes for Squirrel Girl, Psylocke, and the Thing if he's standing just on the edge of the defensive ults. So, but yeah, we get slaughtered because we're out of ults here.
Rockets, launch it again.
Now the enemy team used their defensive ult, and we didn't have any, like we didn't have Cloak and Dagger's ult to defend us from that. So
It ain't cheap.
that was a special case where unfortunately we just did not win that trade.
Vehicle to its destination.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my teammates are way too far away to be revived. I mean, sorry, not revived, to be healed. I could shoot into this doorway and heal the Psylocke and who else? Our Thing teammate in that hallway, but there's just nothing I can do about that. I think it bursted down.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Whenever Punisher uses his ult, yeah, just, or Star-Lord as well, just hide behind cover and just start to move away. That's all you can do about it.
Thanks.
Unless, of course, he gets bursted down, but I mean, he's usually standing far back and then pocketed, so that normally doesn't happen.
Keep going.
Then ammo.
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
Watch me soar.
Ults are going up.
This is real firepower.
Something I don't know about is whether or not Rocket's amplifier still applies the damage buff while a teammate's offensive ult, damaging ult, is already being used. I'm just wondering if Psylocke's ult still got damage buffed even during the middle of it. That's something I would like to know.
Us against the world.
I'm just so glad that Cloak and Dagger's ultimate isn't as strong as it used to be. Don't get me wrong, it's still strong, but it's not going to give your, it's not going to give players invincibility like it used to.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
This is real.
So as soon as I put my amplifier down, I see that everyone's pretty much at full health. I just go ahead and start mowing down, left click on enemy players, especially when they're grouped up like that. I'm gonna get a lot of value out of it.
Real firepower. This
Couldn't
is
save
real
my Psylocke player and Moon Knight got the jump on me because fortunately I think our Strange died as well. Where is, yeah, he died. He's all the way over here. Okay. Yeah, so after they take down the Thing, pretty much they start mowing me down. Yeah, unfortunate.
Armor patch here. Pay up.
I am strength.
Go on, try.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Judge, jury.
So I don't understand why our Strange didn't walk up with our Thing player, but
Executioner.
yeah, he just got left to die. That was weird. Yeah, and we just slowly get collapsed on.
Gone?
You're welcome. I'll patch you up.
So our thing is dying quite quickly because our Strange is not standing with him. And both Cloak and I, we're doing our best to heal him, but you can't out heal 5 to 6 enemy players attacking the same teammate. You can't do that.
It's clobbering time!
That's it! Don't let
Yeah,
anything stand in your way.
Unfortunate. For the most part, though, we're not staggering. We're just not. Well, actually, the thing is kind of staggering, but not really. You're just not waiting for Strange to follow up with them. And Strange is too scared to walk with them.
Us against the world!
You're welcome.
Time!
Oh, and this was me being stupid. I got really ballsy and tried to take down the enemy Punisher myself. Yeah, I learned the hard way not to do that.
One couldn't win without the other.
Rocket deals a good amount of damage, but he doesn't do it very quickly compared to Punisher.
Ain't got rid of me yet. Armor patch here. Pay up.
So here I am thinking, yeah, I don't see us winning this.
2, 3.
But while we don't win
Time
this,
to switch things up, including which
we do
side
end up in a
you're
draw.
on.
So
The right heroes could make all the difference.
it doesn't happen very frequently. I think this may be the second match I've ever had a draw on. But it does happen. And the good thing about having a match ending in a draw is that you don't lose any SR, MMR, or whatever you want to call it. You just don't lose any points.
Be strong together.
So I thought to myself that Rocket's not really working. Let me try something different. Thing is getting mowed down quite frequently, and I can't always heal him because he's just too far. They're around corners and such, so I might as well throw a snowflake on him. Well, that thing actually changes to Hulk, so it doesn't really matter as much. I think it gave the snowflake to Psylocke.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
I normally don't play
2,
Luna.
1.
I normally don't play any of these other supports, really. I just play mostly Rocket on his account. And in general.
I like the cold. Fear blossom.
Yeah, if you use the snowflake on your tanks and then start pocketing them, they heal a lot faster as a result. I think they get enhanced healing or something like that. So you don't want to just leave the snowflake on one player throughout the entire round. That was me being stupid. I think I saw that honk and then just walked into it. Never mind. No, never mind. No, I didn't. I didn't see it. It was right behind me. Yeah, I just got it focused down. If I was Rocket, I probably could have dashed out. But the issue is that I've seen Moon Knights using a one-shot combo, so that's very doubtful.
One couldn't win without the other. I'm running out. They've got the numbers.
I've still got songs to sing.
Yeah, and I think we run out of time before we can actually try to group up together.
A nice deep freeze.
Yeah, we just ran out of time before we can group up again for a second attempt. It's unfortunate, but it does happen.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
So I go back to Rocket, because I said, you know what, screw it. We're going to lose anyway, so I might as well just play what I already know. Little did I know, though, that wasn't going to be the case.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. All you need to to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
This is a cosmic mystery given true form. Astonishing. Our adversaries gather. Another strange turret problematic.
Yeah, they portaled right next to my BRB. That's why I just retracted it as soon as I could. Ooh, I nearly... No, never mind. I do get taken down. Yeah, I got cornered. That's unfortunate. But thankfully, though, the majority of them, I think like half of the enemy team got taken down. And then the enemy rocket went all the way over there. So that's the only reason why we were able to group back up onto the point. So I did not know I could get all the way up here. This is interesting. Yeah, you can climb all the way up here. I just hang out here and put your BRB down somewhere over here. And essentially, I still have plenty of... I can see all my teammates over here, but the enemy players can't see me at all until they go around this corner. And of course, I can start shooting down anyone that's over here in this building, down here, around this corner, etc., etc.
Only 60 seconds left.
Our adversaries gather.
I'll patch you up. Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
I'll go over here.
My good deed for the day. This is real firepower.
30 seconds.
I'm not exactly sure why we were able to pull this off. I just know that me standing up top here and our Punisher mowing them down with his turret really did help quite a lot. And of course, the enemy team just choking really badly. You just heard that Punisher dying immediately after using his ult. So Moon Knight ult, I was too high above the hitbox so that I could just ignore it completely.
Good deed for the day. Get ready to lock and overload. You're ready for action.
At this point, it's more like playing an RTS, top-down RTS,
3,
when I'm up
2,
there.
3.
But yeah, this match ended in a draw, and the enemy team choked really badly. So yeah, you shouldn't always give up, even if a match looks hopeless. Okay. So I showed off that strategy, and for the most part, it does work pretty well. Especially in higher elo, it's almost mandatory to do. These last 3 matches, I just played Invisible Woman just to try out something different, hoping that I could actually win matches with a defensive ult, but still play a character that at least feels similar to Rocket, and then you can have good mobility and heal multiple players at the same time, because their left click does pierce through targets. I don't know if I'll end the video here or not, but for the most part though, if the video ends here, then I just don't think it's worth me talking about how I played these last few matches with Invisible Woman, because basically I don't play her enough to give any good advice. And on top of that, technically the last match I played, this one right here, that got me to Diamond 3, I only won it so easily just because one of the enemy players would continue to disconnect from the match, majority of the match. So it was basically a 5v6 the entire time. Nonetheless, though, if I do, yeah, if I do show these matches in this video, then you know, maybe that'll help someone else. But like I said, though, I could probably make a separate video explaining exactly why switching characters is important. Even if you don't play them a whole lot, it's sometimes better to do that than to just stick with one or two characters that obviously don't help your team. You have to turn team composition on the enemy team. But yeah, that's about it, really. Just wanted to get that off my chest. Matchmaking has been mostly kind to me on this account, my main account, but my alt account has been pretty bad. But because of the mid-season changes, I'm pretty sure a lot of support players are D-ranking because they can't be carried by their defensive ults, like your Luna ults, Luna Snow ults, Invisible Woman's ults, Cloak and Dagger ults. That was really busted. And Loki's ult has also been nerfed, but to be honest though, it's only been affected mostly by the other 3 defensive ults. Oh, sorry, 4. Keep forgetting about Mantis. But yeah, hope this helps someone out. And by the way, I did. Someone made a comment about this in the last video. I did go into Rocket settings and turn on the healing reticle feedback animation. So I don't think it showed it in the replays, but I actually had that on. So there is that. Does it help? Not really. I mean, I could see my teammates' health bars go up and down, so there's that. But anyways, yeah, hopefully this video helps out someone. And I guess the main point of this video is just show people that you can climb if you're hard stuck. It's either because the character you're playing just isn't working in the elo you're in. The character you're maining is you're not playing that character to its fullest potential, or it could just be that there's a particular strategy with that character that you play a lot is not being used. In the case with Rocket, I just don't use his ultimate to damage boost Rocket's left click and take down the enemy players by myself. Or not by myself, but to help contribute, dealing damage in that way. And because of that, I ended up losing more matches because for the most part, my team is not getting as much damage out of me as a Rocket player as they should. But yeah, I don't want to make this video any longer. Thank you for watching. Hope this helps someone out. Thank you again for last video's comments and views. I appreciate that. If you want to see more videos like this, comment down below and let me know exactly what you want to see from me or know from me. I don't know if I'll continue ranking up on this account, because I wanted to make Diamond my end goal. If I go up to Grandmaster Celestial and all that, I mean, that's cool and all, but I've proven that I can play this game pretty well enough to get up to that point. I don't think, I mean, I could prove it and all that, but At that point, though, I'm just proving it to everybody else. I know for a fact that I can do it myself. You know, I don't have to prove it to myself. But if you want to see me doing that, let me know. Put a comment down below. And, yeah. Till next time. Peace.